EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchant here with your outlook for October 8th, 2021. Friday's video forecast is sponsored by Georgia's Quick Stop Cafe in Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania, longtime sponsor of the Friday forecast videos. They are on Milford Road, which is also Route 209 in the Stroudsburg area of Monroe County, and they are your one-stop shop for food, beer, wine, and fuel. Again, that's Georgia's Quick Stop Cafe in Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania. Today we have another day like yesterday. And yesterday was a little, not, I want to say a surprise. We had partly to mostly cloudy skies listed in the forecast, which was technically correct. But the way it played out, and we think it's going to play out very similar today, is that you had mostly cloudy skies, some areas of fog in the morning, and once that burned off and the low-level clouds dissipated, it was gradually becoming partly sunny. Okay, so we had several hours of sunshine yesterday, which was much needed because we've had an onshore flow now for several days, dating back to the end of last weekend. So we just had this just cloud dominance, and we finally saw some sun yesterday. I think we're gonna have another day like that today. We start off mostly cloudy, low level fog and clouds in the morning, and then we have some several hours of partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. Then once we get in the overnight, the clouds go back to mostly cloudy once again. Over the weekend, this is a nice break because over the weekend we have another easterly flow coming in, and that's because of this high pressure that is up here in the Gulf of Maine. All right, and this is going to create an onshore flow, an easterly wind flow off the ocean, and that means we're going to have plenty of clouds coming in again. So this weekend is not going to be good if you're looking for sunshine. Not at all. You probably don't see the sun at all. Saturday is going to be the day the backdoor cold front works through. And a backdoor cold front, hard to tell here, but I'll give you a point of reference. There is high pressure sitting up here, right there where that blue H is, right? So you have an onshore flow coming in around that high. You see these little isobars that are kind of kinked in this direction like this. This is your backdoor cold front influence as it's pushing off to the south and west. So that's an indication that the backdoor cold front is going to not only lower temperatures over the weekend, but also keep it cloudy because of that the direction of the wind flow around that high pressure. And you also have low pressure here developing off the Carolina coastline here, so North-South Carolina, and that's also creating an offshore, enhancing that easterly fetch off the ocean. So you're going to have plenty of clouds to deal with this weekend as a result of that. And I think you're going to have an opportunity here later in the day on Saturday as that backdoor cold front works through. You're going to have an opportunity for an isolated shower during the day on Saturday. That's all we're going to get on Saturday. It's not looking like a rain out on Saturday, so we just have the clouds listed here, but you could have an isolated shower. But you see the temperatures, 74 to 78 today. We get to 66 to 71 as a spread for not only Saturday, but Sunday as well. So we're going to be, most of us, stuck in the 60s. Unless you're down here by the Philadelphia metro, you might reach 70, okay? So it's going to be notably cooler this weekend with that easterly wind component coming into play. Now this low pressure we've been talking about for the last couple of days for Sunday, and I've seen some TV outlets running with the European model, the old European model that was showing, a steady soaker of rain. And I showed you that in last night's video, and we're trying to say that that's probably not correct, okay? And there wasn't a lot of support for that idea for a steady soaker, at least not for most of our area. Maybe down toward Delaware, southern New Jersey, much better shot there. Even then, that's still in question. And the reason why is because the European model has its biases. I know everybody likes to hug the European model. Media's caught on to it now and said, oh, wow, this is the best model we have. Let's just, whatever it shows, that's what we're going to do with our forecast. That's a mistake, okay? And that's where meteorologists, like consultant meteorologists, will come into play here, and we can recognize the biases that are involved with certain models and say, okay, well, this has a tendency, in this case, the European model, to overamp short waves along the coast. A short wave is a fancy name for low pressure, basically. Okay, so you got a short wave here off the Carolina coastline, and it tries to overamp it, or at least it was previously. Now it's keeping it weaker, okay, and almost like an open wave type thing. So when we get into Sunday, it still has some showers here a little bit. On Sunday, this is the previous run of the European model, but look at the latest run here. It doesn't. It's further south and east, okay, and it's much weaker. So the tendency has been kind of more towards the GFS, which was a little bit more progressive because it had a weaker low. If it's a stronger low and more wrapped up, then it can, it comes in closer to the coast. This works the same way in wintertime. We're going to be doing these same headaches in winter very shortly, so it's not that far away, okay? So keep that in mind. Just because it's called European model and is the best historical model we have, it still has its biases and weaknesses, and we have to recognize that. So this is, we're going with the idea, not that we're not going to get any rain. I do think you have the opportunity here. Saturday night, kind of after midnight, mid-evening or onward, we'll have some shower activity working in. Just light showers, some light, widely scattered stuff that's going to continue into the overnight and into Sunday morning. Okay, and then in the afternoon, it's just going to be maybe a South Jersey and Delaware threat, and that's it. Okay, that's where I think it's going to play out. And then this low is going to move away on Monday, but it's still going to be close enough in proximity to the region that we'll still have mostly cloudy skies on Monday as well. So the period from Saturday through Monday looks like it's going to be a cloud-dominated time frame. Once it gets beyond that to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think we're going back to partly cloudy, and temperatures that are going to be at least this warm like it is going to be today, if not warmer. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of a surge here as we get into next week with temperatures well into the 70s, maybe in the 75 to 80 degree range. I think would be a good early estimate for several of those days. Now, as far as the weekend's concerned, here is the 3-kilometer NAM, and here is the backdoor cold front pushing through South Jersey. This is coming in a non-traditional manner. Normally, cold fronts are west to east. This is coming in, it's a backdoor front. This is coming in northeast to southwest along that, or around the outer periphery of that high pressure I was showing you. Okay, so that moves through, isolated shower in a few spots here Saturday. Then once we get in the evening, you have these scattered showers that are going to move across the region. You see that? But they're very widely scattered. It's not a concentrated area of rain or a steady soaker or anything like that. And it goes right into Sunday morning. Now, the 3-kilometer version runs out of room here. So we go over to the 12-kilometer version, which goes to another 24 hours beyond that. And here's what it has. It has the overnight showers. You can see that here. Okay, and that goes into Sunday morning. And then in the afternoon, it doesn't have anything. Not even in South Jersey and Delaware. Now, I don't want to write these areas off because I always said that I think that's the areas we're really going to be targeting. So as far as your Sunday is concerned, not a total washout for most of you. Okay, that's what we're going with right now, and we're going with a more progressive idea that is going to be less in terms of total precipitation. So not a total wash this weekend. Not going to be the best weekend. It's going to be cloudy, and I see the temperatures here a lot cooler than it's going to be certainly today. But then we're going to rebound quickly as we go into next week. As soon as the clouds go away and the sun comes back out by Tuesday, it's going to be in the 75 to 80 degree range and much warmer. That has a time limit too, and I'll discuss that in today's long-range outlook, which is due out by around noon, or late morning or noon, probably at the latest. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Marcheside is your outlook for October 8th, 2021. Have a great Friday.